sadness is a pain of the soul, and like our bodies, our souls can experience a kind of pain that makes us aware of threats to our spiritual health. Ito yung
Totoo.
sinasabi ni Jeric na it becomes an indispensable alarm for life. Yung pag na when we're
Bakit ako
going through,
nalulungkot, diba?
yeah, when we're going through
Saan to
sadness.
galing?
Oo. Hi, Langga.
This is Jared.
And this is Apple.
Welcome to the Langga Speaks podcast.
Join our beloved conversations
About God's love and joy. Hello and welcome to the Langga Speaks podcast.
Hello, everyone.
Monday edition. Charot.
Thank you for your patience again. We have, in case this is your first time in a while,
We have decided-
listening to this podcast. We have recently, very very recently, like mga kaninang umaga, nag-decide kami na we were gonna start publishing our episodes on Mondays.
Monday it is.
One is because we've been quite busy the past couple of weekends that we found our schedules pretty tight. And because of that, we've been delayed in our publishing the past couple of weeks. And we noticed a trend.
Yes, and also parang para masulit din natin yung weekend.
Exactly.
Kasi before talaga, Friday, Saturday naman yung weekend eh.
Mm.
So we haven't adjusted sa publishing natin.
Mm-mm.
But since, you know,
It took us a year to catch up.
Seasons of life has been a thing.
Ganun.
Kailangan din natin mag-adjust.
Today, this week's episode is episode 150.
150.
If you've been with us since we started,
time immemorial.
Well,
Char-
grabe nun time immemorial. Since we started a couple of years ago. Thank you so much. If you have, joined us sometime during the past 2 years and you were able to catch up or, check our previous episodes, thank you din.
That's why it's a good time for change. So, yun ang binago namin yung publishing.
Yeah, but you know what? Because nga it's episode 150, we just want to make a shout out to a couple of people.
Yes, shout out tayo, no? So, Simbis, nagkaroon kami ng Simbis yesterday. It was
Actually,
a
si
2.5 hour.
Actually,
Ako lang pala.
Oo, si Jeric yung nakasimbis.
Oo, kasi busy si Apple with the kids. And so I had to do it on my own. On my own, pretending she's beside me. So basically, I did it all alone. I talked to them till morning.
Ay, over naman. Ano na naman kasi, it was...
Without you,
Oh.
it's so hard. Especially when I'm talking in full English. In Simbis.
Alone.
So, pero yung nagsimbis tayo with Donna and Jeremy, by the way, listener po namin si Donna. And so, it was a delight. It was an honor to be able to serve our Langga listeners. And also, I'd like to shout out Albert Lorenzana. Nagmakaawa itong magpa-shout
Kanina
out.
sa IG, di ba? Albert, di ba? Magaling siya.
Oo,
magaling silang
magaling.
ipasok dyan agad, di ba?
At saka sa mga nagpadala ng kape nito mga nakalipas
Nakalipas?
na araw,
Parang
na
si
linggo,
Joseph lang
hindi pa rin po kami tumitigil sa pagtanggap ng kape. Maraming salamat po for those who are sending coffees through buymeacoffee.com/langga.
That's buymeacoffee.com/LANGGA.
Salamat sa iyo, Maria and Finding Benny. I don't know the real name of the one who
Oh,
sent
sino si
it.
Finding Benny?
Kaya
Magpakilala
nga
ka
Finding
naman.
Benny. You have to find Benny.
Oo. Magpakilala ka naman sa amin. Uy.
And of course, sa ating Langga listeners, Langga listener from Malaysia.
Oh, hi.
Malaysia, truly Asia.
Ay, grabe. Seryoso yun?
Oo, yun ang ad ng Malaysia natin sa Pilipinas.
Okay.
Si Jolina. I hope I
Jolina.
pronounced it correctly. Okay, anyway, as we continue on the Catechesis of Discernment, that's why 150 is the continuation.
Of the series that we started, or was it earlier this year? No, last year.
Last year, oo.
Pero we took a
Hanapin
couple
nyo
of
na lang yung
breaks.
continuation. Nag-break lang. Nagkaroon kami ng gap
Maraming
nitong
break.
January.
Maraming break.
Because we wanted to make it about the new year to prepare you. But now we're back. So, discernment, review lang natin sa mga langga. Of course, natalakay na natin to. We have discussed it. That it's not only a logical thing that we do. It's also based on our actions, and actions have an affective connotation, which should be acknowledged because God speaks to us not only through, through other people, or through our minds, but of course through the heart as
Kaya
well.
nga there is that Latin phrase that when I learned about it, it really meant a lot to me. Parang sobrang siya nung may high school or college kung saan ko nabasa. Yung Cor ad Cor Loquitur, yung heart speaks to heart. And that's how God speaks to us. So even in the ups and downs of our emotions, God can still speak to us. And that's what we're going to be talking about today.
Yes, and today is the subject of discernment. Desolation.
Desolation.
Vous désolé. Je suis désolé, mademoiselle. Oh, French. Akala mo,
Je suis désolé. I am sad. I'm desolate.
Actually, yung... Yeah,
I'm surprised
exactly.
you know how to
désolé.
I'm so surprised that you know how to say that in French. Je suis désolé.
Vous désolé is I'm sorry also. You can say that. I have a remorse or I regret.
Exactly.
Diba?
No, so I'm sorry. Oh my God.
Nai-inlove ka ba sa akin?
Na-impress ako sa French mo.
Kala ko French pala isang alam ko, ha?
Oh.
Ito pa.
Ano?
Mademoiselle, excusez-moi.
What?
Je suis Jonathan.
Je m'appelle, actually.
Je m'appelle Jonathan. Je suis Philippine. No?
And if you were a childhood watcher of Cartoon Network, siguro familiar din siya yung omelette du fromage.
No. Ay ako yung voulez-vous avec moi? C'est soi. Ay, nako.
Alam mo ba yung omelette du fromage?
Yan ba yung
yung kay Dexter's Laboratory, that
hindi ko.
episode. I don't know. You don't watch that, no?
I watched Dexter's Laboratory.
You know what that means, though? Omelette du fromage?
Ano yan?
Cheese omelette.
Yung alam,
Anyways,
yung sinabi ko lang ng voulez-vous, ano yun sa kanta yun, di ba?
Voulez-vous.
No?
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
C'est soi.
Would you stay with me tonight? Or would you sleep with me tonight?
Avec moi? C'est soi.
Not
Christina
tonight.
Aguilera yan, ha? Anyway, bakit ba na-relate si Christina? With discernment.
Desolate nga. Desolation. O sige
Okay.
nga, balik tayo. Switch. Okay, what is desolation, mga langga? Desolation, Saint Ignatius of Loyola, he defines desolation as a darkness of the soul, the disturbance in it, movement to things low and earthly, the unquiet of different agitations and temptations, the moving to want of confidence without hope, without love, when one finds oneself all lazy, tepid, sad, and as if separated from his Creator and Lord. End quote. You know what?
This is from
His Spiritual Exercises, number 317,
by Saint Ignatius of Loyola.
which I just mentioned 2 seconds ago. 2 seconds ago, if not 5, I believe, or 10.
Vous désolé, vous désolé.
Je suis désolé. Sir, monsieur, je suis désolé. Anyways, but the thing is, you know what? Especially with this whole pandemic, there seems a sudden rise of people who have been very, very vocal about experiencing this season of desolation in their lives, especially when it comes to the relationship with God, the relationship with their family, the relationship with friends, when there was a sudden, there was a sudden cut
or emptiness. Hindi nila maipaliwanag.
Oo, exactly.
Pero that's the word yung desolation. Kasi yun yung mga moments na na-experience natin na may interior darkness. Kasi may mga tao na napakasayahin katulad ko. Pero inside pala, may interior darkness na pinagdadaanan, di ba? Unrest.
Or yung iba na parang kahit kasama nila yung pamilya nila, yung kaibigan nila, yung perong sa loob-loob nila, feeling nila na parang they're just in a whole bubble. Hindi pa rin sila integrate into the whole experience of being with everybody. Right?
Tsaka maraming ganyan. Kahit mismo yung nagsiserve na sa church, active na sa buhay simbahan, sasabihin nila na parang ang feeling ko ang layo-layo ko sa Diyos. Hindi kami close. Lagi na lang ako yung last option ng Panginoon. Yung ganyan. There's certain consolations of faith na hindi nila maipaliwanag. Lahat tayo, we have experienced this and we are not exempted from this. But the challenge here is, paano natin to i-interpret? How do we handle when we are in those dark moments? Because itong mga bagay na to, it has something important to tell us according to the Catechesis of Discernment, and that's what we're gonna discuss today. And if we are so in a hurry to free ourselves from it, sometimes kasi gusto na lang natin na makaalis na dun sa sadness na yon. Ayoko nito, masama to, dapat hindi ganito yung nararamdaman ko. Kasi,
especially when the world tells you, no, you have to think positive.
Think positive. Lalo ni mga friends mo.
Think
positive ka lang, bro. Masyado ka naman negative. So, ang hirap, di ba? Sometimes we just want to get out of it. But if we are hurrying, nagmamadali tayong mawala lang yung lungkot na yon, we risk losing the message behind it.
But this is the truth, okay? There's nothing wrong in wanting to get out of this moment of this season of desolation. No one really wants to be sad. No one wants to have that whole...
Sino ba may hashtag go sad?
Diba? Oo, this is true. I mean, all of us would want to have yung buhay natin is joyful, is happy, is cheerful, is fulfilled, yung mga goals, that we're, mga dreams, mga prayers that we have for ourselves. But the thing is, it's not possible. I mean, life cannot always be on that going up curve. I mean, there will be times when it would go down.
Hindi rin naman mabuti yun na parang
because
lahat
then you would
okay
lose
na.
you would lose sense of reality, right? You would lose touch with what's really happening around us.
Parang
diba?
nasisiraan ka na ng bait nun, ikaw lang masaya.
Ooh, okay.
lahat wala lang, di ba? Lahat okay lang.
You know what? Random lang. Just because you had recorded for Hollow recently, and then the gospel was about Jesus. His relatives are calling him crazy. Tapos sinunong kita na what is the translation in Tagalog?
Nasisiraan na siya ng bait.
Yeah.
Yan.
Wala lang. I was just very intrigued at the Tagalog expression. The goodness is destroyed. Diba?
Well, bait is yung sanity ka.
Ano yung bait? Diba nice?
Mabait
Good?
is nice. Pero bait in itself, it means your sanity.
Kaya pala na-intriga.
It's a broken sanity.
Okay, fine. Never mind. Okay, scratch. Just edit this out. sorry. Mali pala yung
Okay.
pagkaintindi ko. Mali talaga yung pagkaintindi ko. Anyways, going back. It's the change from a life-oriented, right? From a life-oriented towards vice. Yung the decisions to want to veer away from this, if you've been living a life of you were so focused on making the right decisions, on staying away from things that would harm you, harm others, ganyan. Sometimes the decisions we make, we just decide to just let loose, quote-unquote loose, and then just choose all of the things that are quote-unquote bad for you, harmful to you. Okay lang, pabayaan mo na, wala ka na akong pakialam. Usually, all of these decisions can start from a situation of sadness or a remorse na mali na kasi yung mga ginagawa ko. I'm already in the wrong. Why not just continuing down this path? This remorse that had started us on this path, that segue, that the place that we were trying to avoid, we just kept continuing on na lang. And before we knew it, we were living a life of vice, right?
So the change from that, when we have remorse, literally, ang big sabihin kasi ng remorse is, it is the conscience that bites. From the Italian word, mordere. It means it gives no peace. Pero maganda rin yun. Pagka nagkaroon ka na ng remorse, ibig sabihin nagkakaroon ka na ng sense of sin.
Right.
Kasi may remorse ka na eh.
And if think about it.
It's progress when you're coming from a life of vice.
So did I say exactly? Yeah, exactly. But if you think about it also, we need remorse then. Because if there was no remorse, there would be no sacrament of confession.
Oo. So
Right?
ito nga, it's a step towards the right direction whenever you feel remorse, especially when you have decided to turn away from that life of vice. And so, it gives you no peace kasi nga may remorse ka.
Tama.
Yet, God touches the heart and you feel something within. Yung sadness na yun, yung remorse for something, it is an invitation for us to go and discover a new path.
Ito nga yung keyword eh. Ito yung invitation. Kasi minsan, what we think na, okay, I feel bad for what I did. But it stops
Or I
there.
feel sad. Or
I feel sad because
I
I
feel
know what
so
I
down.
did. Yeah, because I know what I did was wrong. I know what I'm doing is not right. Ganyan. Sometimes we just stop there. What we forget to recognize is that the key word here is an invitation to set on a new path. Right?
It is important kasi for us to learn how to interpret. How do we read this particular sadness? Kasi nga we all know what sadness is, diba? All of us. We recognize what is sadness. But do we know how to interpret it? Do we know what it means for the feeling of sadness that we have today? Kasi in our time, like I said earlier, lahat ng mga commercial, lahat ng mga pinopromote sa atin, it's towards removing and eliminating sadness as if it's a disease. Diba? Pag malungkot ka, naku, hindi yan normal. Kailangan tanggalin natin yan. Kailangan makinig ka sa Langgaspix podcast. Diba? Minsan we have to avoid it at all costs. Pero hindi yun ang dapat eh.
Exactly.
Hindi mo dapat iniiwasan lahat ng kalungkutan, lahat na lang ng remorse, lahat ng mga yan. Dapat hinaharap natin yan. Because it can be an indispensable alarm bell sa buhay natin. To inviting us, like you said, it's an invitation for us to explore a richer and more meaningful, meaningful meaningful voice from God to lead us into something. Kasi kung tatakasan lang natin yan, yung pagtakas natin sa mga kalungkutan natin, sa mga pinagdadaanan natin, it does not give us the right direction on which to go to. It doesn't give us a solid footing on the next step in our life.
I like what you said about how we treat sadness as a disease. It's an emotion that we need to be able to remove from ourselves. I know we're only like, we just started this episode, pero naalala ko tuloy yung Pixar movie, yung Inside Out. 'Di ba yung si Sadness? If you haven't watched that movie, it's not just for kids. It's a really, really deep movie that you can really pull out a lot of things there. And there's this character called Sadness that everybody just tries to just push aside or push in a corner or just draw a circle and stay there. But ultimately, no spoilers here, but ultimately they really learn a lesson from having sadness as integrated as a very, very important character and important part of the main character's life, right? And St. Thomas, I like how he defines what sadness is. Sadness is a pain of the soul, and like our bodies, our souls can experience a kind of pain that makes us aware of threats to our spiritual health.
Totoo.
Ito yung sinasabi ni Jeric na it becomes an indispensable alarm for life. Yung when we're
Bakit
going through,
diba?
When we're going through
Saan to
sadness.
galing?
Oo. Because nga the world is telling us, no, sadness is wrong, to be sad is wrong. It stops us. I believe it's also a strategy of the enemy to stop us from also delving into this opportunity to have self-awareness of the reason of inviting yung God to show us the reason behind this particular yung God. Si God. I'm sorry, I used the wrong word. But the thing about sadness is it protects us from harming ourselves and others. In fact, it's even more dangerous and it's more serious to not feel this or to decide not to feel this and to just proceed na hindi mo iniisip kung bakit ka malungkot.
Parang parang sa sakit ng katawan natin. Pag may sakit sa katawan natin, it's an indicator that something is wrong in some part of our body.
True.
Then, ang problema, di ba, minsan, hindi ka na pupunta sa doktor. Anong gagawin mo? Iinom ka na lang ng mefenamic acid. Iinom ka na lang ng
What is mefenamic acid?
Painkiller. Pain reliever. And because of that, it doesn't really point you towards the pain where it's going to, especially pag meron kang chronic illness, di ba? Pag may chronic illness ka, tapos minefenamic acid mo lang. Bakit natatawa ka? Hindi mo alam na yun ng
super segue. I think you're the first person in my life, in my almost 34 years of life.
Pain reliever yun mefenamic acid.
But you would refer to it like the actual term and not just say painkillers.
Yeah, because in the Philippines, pag sinabi yung pangalan ng brand ng gamot, sinasabi rin generic name.
Okay. So you're trained in the Philippines when you go to like mga generic
iron sulfate.
What's that?
Yung iron supplement.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway,
sorry, going
back.
Diba,
kaya alam ko yung ascorbic acid tsaka sodium ascorbate.
I know. I just know it as vitamin C. Either the one that you put in the water or you drink as a pill.
No. That's not the main point. You didn't get my point. Ascorbic acid is the ascorbic acid, basically the vitamin C. But you take a sodium ascorbate if you are acidic.
Oo nga,
because it's the
nga.
alkaline version, not the one you put on water.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm limited to just either you take it as a pill or you drop it in water.
I don't know what this...
That's my limitation.
I didn't know what this particular point has something to do with the topic that we're
Metamorphic acid. Metamorphic acid?
Mefenamic acid.
Metamorphosis. Sorry.
Imbis na desolation yung ma-take note ng mga natin, baka nagre-reseta na itong mga langga natin.
ng metamorphic acid.
Pag ininom nyo po ito, magta-transform ang inyong mga muka.
Magiging Pokemon.
Uy.
From Metapod, magiging Butterfree.
Butterfree!
Imagine, pupunta sila sa pharmacy. Excuse me po, sa pakatawan ko, pwede mo makaingin ng metamorphic acid.
That is why mga langga. That is why mga langga.
Sabihin ng pharmacist, nasisiraan na siya ng bike.
Ay nako mga langga, I'm so sorry for being segued because this particular langga of mine doesn't, hindi marunong umayaw sa gusto niyang punchline. Anyway,
ka naman. Sorry
because of that, speaking of metamorphosis, that is what desolation teaches us.
Ay, oo.
Diba?
Tama.
It allows us to transform as well. Kasi for those on the other hand who have the desire to do good, yung sadness naging obstacle yan eh.
Exactly.
It's meant to stop you or to transform you.
True.
Na-connect ko dun sa
galing mo
metamorphosis,
talaga.
diba?
Ikaw na talaga ang Pokemon Master.
Siyempre, I want to be the very best. Like no one ever was. Of course, again, ginagamit yan ng kasamaan to discourage us.
Oo, tama.
That's why in this case, with the case of our work, with our prayer time, with our commitments, if we abandon them as soon as we feel sad, we would never complete anything.
Exactly.
Yan ang nararamdaman natin every time na sa spiritual life especially.
This is
diba?
what, going back to what St. Thomas says of how he had described sadness as a pain of the soul. He also says that
This is Ignatius.
Saint Ignatius pala, spiritual exercises. That's why Saint Ignatius says that one must act in a manner that is exactly contrary to what is suggested. So determined to continue what one has set out to do despite kung ano yung nararamdaman nila. Diba? Maybe you already have a decision in your mind pero pumasok tong mga quote-unquote negative emotions, you veer away from it already.
Mahirap
right?
talaga, especially pagka dinedicate mo na, this year, mas magiging attentive ako sa prayer life ko. The road to goodness, the gospel reminds us, is narrow and uphill. Talagang mahirap. It requires us to combat ang ating mga sarili. Kasi self-conquest din to eh.
Yes.
The thing is, when we begin to pray, when we try to go to the feast, let's say, gusto mo pumunta sa prayer meeting niya, sa prayer assembly, just then, mararamdaman mo, ba't ganun? Kung kailan ako pupunta, ang daming last minute na pinapatrabaho.
Exactly.
Ang daming kailangan parang gawin. Biglang magiging urgent, bigla akong tatamarin. Yung weather, nagiging cuddle weather. Diba? So, bakit ganun? Kung kailan ako talagang firm sa decision ko na mas mapalapit sa Diyos, mas maging faithful this year, dun pa dumadating lahat ng mga problema. Lahat ng mga distraction.
And this is a random thought I thought of as well. Yung how, there are a lot of secular teachings, a lot of yung mga worldly gurus and worldly coaches that teach us about self-mastery. But actually here in the faith, if we follow in the steps of Jesus, we also see that Jesus was actually master of oneself.
Yes, exactly.
He had the self-mastery of his emotions, of his decisions, which is why no matter what he felt, because also he was 100% human, he was still able to push through with the decision that he knows, the conviction that he has, the mission that he came here to do, despite kung ano yung nangyayari sa paligid niya, despite the temptations na umiikot sa kanya, despite sa emotions ng nararamdaman niya.
Exactly.
Right?
That's why yung mga great spiritual teachers, in-urge nila tayo na wag tayong magpatukso. Wag tayong, matutukso tayo. What I mean is, wag tayong to give in dun sa temptation na
Which
yon.
brings us back to what Jeric was saying, yung this road to goodness, this road to heaven, it requires constant combat.
Yes.
It's a self-conquest of the mastery of one's emotions.
Yes, we have to persevere and be confident that by this testing, the Lord will guide us to a fuller understanding
True.
sa Kanyang gracious plan sa buhay natin. And it allows us also to put our trust in Him more. Therefore, it results to a deeper union with God through faith, hope, and love.
Amen. Jeric is also like a walking, living reminder to me. Maybe because nga one, I am a woman in the sense na mga babae kasi mas higher yung tendency, likelihood na tayo na madala sa mga emosyon. And it's always a good reminder for us yung itong rule na to not make any changes, do not make any decisions pag mataas yung emotion natin.
Or
when
pag
it means,
malungkot ka.
pag mataas yung emotions, it doesn't necessarily mean pag masaya ka lang, doon ka bawal mag-decide ng malaking bagay. But it also means yung the high point of yung sobrang lungkot mo, sobrang
Let's say lowest point, let's say.
or the lowest point rather, the extreme emotions, it's really not advisable for us to make any major changes, major decisions in life. The best time to make these decisions is the time after na yung nakalipas na tayo dun sa point ng highest point or the lowest point of our emotion rather than the mood of the moment.
Exactly.
Because it will show the goodness, right? Or or otherwise ng mga choices natin.
Oo. That's why Jesus was able to repel the temptation is because he had a firm decision already. He has a firm resolution na hindi mababago. Kasi alam niya Alam na niya kung ano yung kahinatnan niya. Alam niya talaga yung tunay na mission niya. But of course, for the most of us, we don't know that. That's why we are being reminded not to be a victim of the moment. Diba? So, even though with Jesus, iba't iba yung temptation, trials sa iba't ibang parte ng buhay niya, nalaman niya alam niya kasi na he is determined to do the will of the Father. And if they fail, even if the world fails him, and cease to hinder his path, tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang Diyos natuparin yung kanyang mission. Dahil alam niya yung will of the Father.
And
That's why,
sorry.
in our spiritual life, it is important for us to know this. Hindi naman kasi tayo si Kristo na alam na natin kung ano yung will of the Father, di ba? That is why discernment comes in for us to be reminded of that. Discern mo muna kapag nasa highest point ka, marami kang distraction na nakikita or hindrances. Maybe it's time for us to really ask ourselves, what does this emotion tell me? Where does this lead me?
I think one of the main things there as well, it just shows na that's why yung identity is such an important thing. Jesus knew who he was. Jesus already knew who he was, which is the Son of God. He knows that he is God. Kaya that knowledge, that self-knowledge that led to his self-mastery, not to be dissuaded by anything that was tempting him around the side. And I think that's part of the reason why we as Christians, we as people, as human beings, as creations of God, need to encounter this journey with this discernment. It's not just a matter of trying to see what is the good, what is a bad decision, but ultimately our journey should always be in search of our true identity, which is a child of God. Kasi pag alam natin yung tunay identity natin bilang anak ng Diyos, then all of our decisions, all of our paths will lead closer towards the heart of God.
Yes,
diba?
exactly.
And yun if you want to take that path, then we have to prepare ourselves because there will be obstacles.
There will be trials.
There will be trials, there will be temptations, and most importantly, there will also be moments of this sadness, of this desolation, which will lead us away from that journey. So that's what we were yung sinasabi earlier na ito yung strategy ng tempter, ito yung strategy ng ang tawag ng enemy
Napigilan ka.
to stop us from discovering our real identity as a child of
Or
God.
embracing. We know our real identity, but the problem is
Embracing,
we have a hard
accepting it.
time embracing our
because
identity.
if we really accepted and fully put on that identity, then like Jesus, we wouldn't be easily dissuaded by the temptations to move away from that path, diba?
Again, mga langga, trial is an important moment. Sabi nga sa Sirach, if you come forward to serve the Lord, prepare yourself for temptation. Nandun na yung warning na yun. So, if you want to take the good path, we just want you to know, mga langga, following the Lord doesn't make life easier. It just makes life more meaningful.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to sugarcoat na if you follow God, everything will be smooth sailing and everything will be fluffy. And it's not gonna be easy. The way of the cross is not an easy path. Yet, it is a meaningful one and a purposeful one, and it fills us up with joy, with God's joy. Yeah, joy doesn't mean a life full of parang easygoing life lang. Hindi naman yung ganun . But the promise of the Lord is even though that we will encounter loneliness, sadness, desolation, if we do it with openness and awareness, we can emerge as a stronger person. You know, especially in spiritual terms. Because the Lord never gives us a trial that is beyond our reach. No trial will be greater than what we can do.
But here's the thing about trials. I mean, Jesus was brought to the wilderness to be tempted. He had every reason to just leave. He had every reason to not be in that situation. But here's the thing, we do not flee from trials. Okay? We know we also have spoken about avoiding occasions of sin. Yes, but trials, it's so yung pag may dumadaan na pagsubok.
I mean, we have seen this. I mean, for us leading a ministry, we have seen people na, ay, grabe yung pananampalataya nitong taong to. Because everything was doing great. Nandun sila, talagang full attendance, talagang hindi mo mamimiss. Kahit kulang na lang sila na yung maging pare sa simbahan. But then when trials come, diba, nawawala. Suddenly, wala. As in cold turkey.
Because this is the problem. When trials come our way, we think that, oh, okay, I don't want to go through this, so I'm just going to leave. The problem with fleeing from trials is that we do not have an opportunity to see what does it mean. You know, there could be a reason why this is going our way. You know, we have an opportunity to ask questions like, why am I sad, or why am I desolate? What does it mean that I am in this particular moment? Or does it mean that because I am in desolation, I cannot move forward? What is stopping me? These are opportunities for us to ask ourselves, or to ask God to reveal to us kung ano yung nilalaman ng puso natin at that particular time.
That's why Saint Paul reminds us that the Lord will never give us any temptation that we cannot handle. No one is tempted beyond his or her ability, because the Lord never abandons us, and with Him close by, we can overcome any temptation. That is from 1 Corinthians 10 verse 13. So ibig sabihin, if we do not overcome it today, we get up another time, we walk, and we will overcome it tomorrow. Mga langga, temptations are opportunities for us to make a choice. Being tempted or having temptation right in front of us is not sin yet. It's our response that determines it, our choices. So, we must not remain passive or just dead, so to speak. We must not remain defeated by life when moments of desolation comes. We have to go forward.
So for our spiritual growth, for our own way of growing in our journey with the Lord, it's also important for us to confront these dark nights of the soul, as it's also called. When we have these moments of desolation, when we have moments of these sadness, it's an opportunity for us to discern as well. What is it that the Lord is still telling us at that particular moment in time? And at times, desolation can also be an opportunity for us to experience yung remorse, to acknowledge our sinfulness, to acknowledge our humanness, and to embrace yung binibigay ng Diyos sa atin, which is yung love niya, yung kapatawaran niya, yung forgiveness niya, an opportunity for us to reconcile with the love of the Father that we ourselves are running away from. Diba?
Exactly. So in order to for us to start maybe this year, to handle our desolation, our desolate moments, maybe we can invite you to also try out the Sacrament of Reconciliation for this year. It's still January. Maybe it's that time. Maybe you're hearing this podcast for the first time is also an indicator for you to avail of that forgiveness through the Sacrament of Reconciliation, because God has entrusted that sacrament, that visible sign of His love, for us to hear that we have been forgiven. Maganda sa Sacrament of Reconciliation is we see a tangible form of His love and His forgiveness through that sacrament. And mga langga, you may be desolate right now listening to this podcast as well. But let me be the one to remind you that there is a meaning to this. Discern it with the Lord. Allow this moment to be a moment, an opportunity to deepen your relationship with Him. Mga langga, God loves you, and you are worth fighting for. God came down. The Son of Man was here so that He can bring you back to His arms. And there is no sin na sobrang lalim na hindi kanya kayang hilahin pataas. It's just up to you. It's just up to us whether we're gonna take that hand that is reaching out to us or not. So this is me, Jerk.
And this is Apple.
Always reminding you,
Napalangga
napalangga ka sa Diyos.